we're going to start the conversation. So, guys, now that we're live on YouTube, I would like to start asking you to introduce yourselves so we can know a little bit more about each other. So, Luis, go ahead. What can I say about you?
Hi guys, I'm Luis. I'm 52 years old. Currently, I'm unemployed, but I used to work with project management or product management. I used to work with technology. And my free time, I like to watch TV series, movies, stay with my dogs. I have 5 dogs and 2 cats. And I'm married, but I don't have kids. Uh, and I'm here to improve my English. That's it.
All right. And how about you, Alexandre? Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Alexandre. I live in Vitória. I'm here on Argentina since July 2020, improve my English, and I'm happy because it's going well. I have a lot of free time, and I'm start to study French and Spanish in the same time. And now I'm studying 3 languages. And I don't have dog or pets because I think they can bother me, but I can go out every day. I go to the gym, bike. I do swim twice in the I'll just come from the gym now, do the swim now. And I enjoy my time study English, uh, improve my English every day. I used to, I'm just here listening to a teacher from Canada because she is very complete English teacher, and then I am learning much more with her.
Very nice. And of course, about me, I'm El Tavares. I'm from São Paulo, the capital. I like to study languages. I really like to travel when that's possible. I really like to eat. I really like dogs, especially. And I think that's it about me. Well, just telling some things about the platform. Here, Talking Talk is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin. So in the future, we'll be able to practice other languages too. And here's a safe place to make mistakes. So we're not here to judge anybody. We are here to make mistakes, to learn with our mistakes. And of course, just by having this conversation with other people, that's the main point of here, just being understood. And just to remind you guys, this is a conversation 100% in English. Of course, we can say some words in Portuguese if that's necessary, but it's mainly in English. So today's topic is entrepreneurship. Uh, Let me say a complex topic, I'd say, but I think that would be a great one for us to discuss about. So, Alexandre, about the first question, what do you consider to be entrepreneurship? Have you ever had a project where you saw yourself in the position of an entrepreneur?
No, I didn't. But I consider an entrepreneurship a person who develop some company or story by themselves. Uh, they are they are owner of their job, and it's very good for two people to start save money when they don't get the normal job, like working for a company or for another person. A lot of people don't like to work for another person. They like to work for them. And then they start like Silvio Santos, the good example of people that was entrepreneur and became the most rich people in Brazil. I enjoy people. I can say I incentivate. I support these people buying things that from them, right? And when people uh, sell coconut oil or sell churrasquinho or some food in the square here in Vitória. A lot of people selling clothes, food, drinking, and they are trying to fix this job for them. I guess it's just
Mm-hmm. And would you like to be one someday
no, no, no.
at all?
Since I start to think about job because I didn't go to school until 15, so I was uh, in a hurry to get a job, and I didn't have money to think about to be entrepreneurship. So I prefer to study hard to get uh, a paid job.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And what's your point of view on this, Luis? What do you consider it to be? And if you have ever saw yourself in that position?
Since I lost my job last 2 years ago, I am an entrepreneur. I have a pet shop with my wife, and also we sell chopped garbage to supermarket. We buy from people the garbage, and then we pick up the garbage and we put on the embalagem and we sell to the supermarket. So I'm entrepreneur.
Really? And do you like this? Or how is it for you, this experience?
Pay for the pay our billing accounts, so it's okay. It's so far so good.
This expression, yeah. I can say I consider it to be, as Alexandre said, the owner of the process there of the business that they are creating. And I did have this kind of experience, a little one, not a huge one, but I just used to sell some things on the internet, on the marketplaces, just, oh, okay, let me just anunciar there, and if I sell, I'll go send it, I'll go, all of that process, let's say. So I created the annonces and all, but for the moment, not anymore. And that was just for, not for fun, but just to see how it works. And that's interesting about what Luis said. Maybe that can be a way to complement complement no, to be part of the money of what we receive. And of course, if we I don't know, pay more attention to it, of course that demands more, that requires more energy, more time, more money, more everything for it to grow. But if we just levar como tá, that can be okay too for us. So, Alexandre, about the second question, can you read it and answer?
If you had all the tools to start a business, what would each area be? So, as I said, I did develop these thoughts in my mind. Uh, so I've never think about having my own job, my own story, right? Maybe an area about food because I like to cook. But now I'm cooking only for me and my wife and my children when they come here. But it probably could be a restaurant or how to say lanchonete. But
Mm-hmm.
even so, I don't think about having my own job. Now I'm
Okay.
totally out of job. If you offer me a job just now, most probably I will regret, So, because time to enjoy the rest of my life.
I see. Yeah, too many problems already. So now just let me just relax. I see your point.
Exactly.
And how's that for you, Luis? What do you think?
If I had all the tools and knowledge, I would like to work with the online marketing. It's something that I saw that is the payment is good, and then it's something that you can do in your not all day. You can separate a part of your day to work with. So with digital online marketing is something that caught my attention.
Mm-hmm. And do you think there's a specific kind of person that follow this way of being an entrepreneur, or no, anybody can be, everybody can be?
I think everybody can be.
Mm-hmm. And do you think this is something, this is one area that you want to follow? For example, okay, just leave your, if you had, for example, one current job and just follow on this, just okay, I'm going to make this right, this go through and be a huge um, a huge império. Do you think about this or no? It's just complementando a renda and that's it.
I think that I saw that so many people uh, with so many money gain money in this kind of area. I think that if you are a good one, you can receive a good payment.
Mm-hmm. I see. One thing that I would say, I'd say it would be related to education somehow. I don't know if not necessarily with English, but in education in general, I think that would be a great one because of many reasons. Because I would be able to. Nossa, eu lembrei de uma palavra. To proporcionar this 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 thing for many people. So that would be a great topic, a great area for me to follow. Not right now. I'd say that can be necessary for me to follow a regular job, but that's what I think maybe about the education and all. So, Luis, about the third question, how do personal values and ethics shape our decision making process of entrepreneurs in a competitive business environment? What do you think?
I I think that the personal values and ethics it's very important. You should respect each other. You should respect your concurrents. You should respect your clients. So it's something that you need to respect the people around the, the marketing you are working for. So I never used negative marketing to get more people on my job, on my market. So I saw that so many people are saying bad things about the concurrence. So I don't think it's the best way to get uh, more people involved in your job.
Mm-hmm. I don't like these at all too, as you said about this concurrence and about this little not no game, but this competition between them. That one just want to step on the other just to make them, suffer. Basically, I don't really like it. And do you think it's possible? Okay, like for example, you said you don't like this too, but do you think it's possible to live in harmony, all the entrepreneurs in the same
I
area, for
I
example?
think I think if you are the best one in do what you do, You don't it's not necessary to engage this kind of artimanha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do agree with you. And what do you think about this one, Alexandre?
So I guess value and ethics is the key to shape a good process, but it's not fair enough to gain to save money. You need to, in addition to construct a good relationship with people around you and be an agreeable person, right? Uh, do everything that people like your way to do, right? Is kind of, you say, concorrência. If you practice good prices, if you are a agreeable person, if you have a good relationship and you have good values and act like you don't talk about the owner, other owners, talk about your job, the thing you are selling. I guess people who do this kind of thing can have success, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, this cannot be the reason that we of us to nos corromper. So that can be something really bad when that happens, because you just let everything control you, and basically that can change your point of view, your actions, your behaviors between people. So it's not great to do that. And as you said, if we do the opposite of it, or for example just have a great relationship with people, with the employees, if there's any, and the networking that we have, that we can have, the great behaviors that we have between us, that can be really great if we know how to manage it. So I do agree with you, and I do believe that these personal values remains the same during, like, it's the same as the entrepreneurs one. So the politics of the company is the same as the values of the entrepreneur, because I do believe that, okay, the entrepreneur can have a few things, but the company is going to follow the same path. And if the entrepreneur is a bad person, that they want always to step on everybody because they think they are the best, the company will fail. Basically, the company will not have the success that it could be, if that could have, if they were a great person. So I do believe like it's just a reflex of the entrepreneur, I'd say. And what do
Yeah.
you think about? Yeah, go ahead.
Something that I disapprove, I don't like it. Something that happened to me once in a while. It's happening. An example, I hired a person to to close my balcony. So I have 90 meters of glasses closing the balcony. So each maybe can have some problem, and if you need to ask for the support. And then when you ask them to support you, they fail, right? A lot of people fail in the support. Because, so, my friend, I need a glass here. He's bound to change, it's bound to fail. It's dangerous for me, for my kids, for the household, for people under my apartment. So can you come here, please, to fix it? And then he said, "Oh, tomorrow I go. Tomorrow not, it is not going. And last week, and then you need to hire another person." It's a kind of situation that you never hire him again, or you never introduce him to your friends, right? Because uh, when you decide to be an entrepreneur or have a small job, a small store, you do something specific like close the window, buy glasses. You need to give support, right? In other situations that I faced in all my life, that people don't like to support, they like to sell the full balcony closet. But when you ask about support, they give up. They don't answer you.
Yeah, I totally see your point, and I've already went through that situation, and it's awful because you feel like trash because okay, I paid you for this. It's I need your support to fix something. I need your support to do that. It's part of the process too. It's not okay, you've done what you needed to do, and okay, if anything goes wrong after that, I cannot call you. No, it's part of your job. So I do believe that it's awful, as you said. And it's about the characteristics of the person. It's about their values, and as you said, you're not going to recommend them to anybody. I know one sentence that says like, if if you get to know a great um, a great entrepreneur, for example, that makes a really great job, you're going to recommend them to one or two people. But if the entrepreneur is bad, they te dá o calote, they do everything to you, you don't recommend it, and you tell everybody to avoid this person because you don't
So,
want people to go through the same situation. So it's really a bad thing.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, I had a surgery, a back surgery, right? And I'm recommending this doctor to everyone. They say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my back is sorry. I need to ask for a doctor. I need to do a surgery. So go to Doctor Lorimar." And then one day I went there to how do I say, after the appointment, after the surgery, I went there, and there was a couple there, a couple that I introduced him to him. So, oh, this woman was here, he was introduced from you. Thank you. It's good, and they say the office are full of people that other people uh, say, "Yo, go to there, and you have a good attainment." Something like that.
Yeah, I see. It's great when we occasionally find these professionals around the so many others, among so many others. So that's really great when we get this chance to do that. So Luis, about the next question, number 4, can you read it and answer?
In what ways can entrepreneurial mindset contribute to resilience in the face of economic uncertainty? I do believe that the resilience with the entrepreneurship is very important. So when you are entrepreneur, you need to be resilient because this you start with a small job, a small shop, and then you grow up with the time. So you need to prepare your job to grow up, to prepare, to give bad, to give good experience to your clients, and then I believe the resilience in this economic uncertainty is very important. So one way we are in a certainty uh, market, so you need to do a good job in the throughout a good a good experience to your clients.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I think like if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be in this area of entrepreneurship, that's okay. But you're going to take risks. It's not something sure for sure that you're going to succeed or that you're going to fail. No, it requires so many process and you never know what's going to happen. So we need to be this flexible for us to deal with this uncertainty and to be able to handle all of that, to manage it. And so it's not something, okay, I'm strict here, so I'm not going to change for nothing. No, we need to change all the time. We need to be flexible to deal with these unexpected events that can happen. And of course, about this economic uncertainty even more because it's not something silly. It's not something after a while I'll see it. No, it's related to this all the time. So I do believe that this mindset contribute to resilience for us to be more prepared to face these different things, different situations that can happen. And for example, about the pandemic, anybody knew like what was going to do, what was going to happen. So many entrepreneurs at the time didn't even know what to do after that because they everything was just stopped. So these events can be um, really extremes, just like the pandemic. But there are these little ones, these small ones that we need to face daily. And what do you think about this one, Alexandre?
It's a hard question, but you said pandemic, a lot of people close the store because they didn't have this kind of mindset, entrepreneur mindset, like the resilience that you need to face this hard situation and continue or reinvent, like uh, reinvent yourself in your job and continue saving money and maybe less than it was, but uh, facing difficult situations. Other people, they saw in the pandemic the opportunity to start something, and it was very good. They developed the way to be entrepreneur, right? If I could one day uh, start my own job, it was hard to me because I don't know, I can't see in the future how can I face hard situation in a small job, right? But it's happening to everyone who like the crisis, né? Inflection, uh, war or pandemic, like people who have their own job face more difficulties than people who have the store or have their pay job.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And do you think Brazil is a great um, country to be an entrepreneur at, Alexandre? Or no? Do you think
Can
maybe other countries are better to do that?
can you repeat? I didn't catch the your mind.
Yeah. Do you think Brazil is a great country to be an entrepreneur at, to have this entrepreneurship about this many business? Or no? Other countries are better. For example, at the United States, it's better to be an entrepreneur.
Brazil is full of opportunity, right? We have lot of opportunity here to people start doing something. It's not equal in Canada. Like Canada, there is no food enough for people being entrepreneur or selling something. Uh, so everything about food they import from another country because they don't have the good land to plant. But Brazil has a lot of things, a lot of situation when you can start your own job, selling clothes, selling food, or now this kind of online platform. People create. I forgot the name. People are selling products on Instagram or on Facebook. Uh, I know a boy. He starts buying thing on internet and deliver this thing in people house. And then after 1 year, he he found his own platform, and then he buy thing from Amazon, and another company uh, deliver it to another person, and he is buying now an apartment, car, because he found a way to use internet. Yeah. On internet, he was doing for being a mechanical engineer. He gave up to study mechanical because he had to no more time to spend studying because he was he is saving a lot of money because
Mm-hmm.
as we talk here, you need to create this kind of way and do it good, being educated about it, right? If uh, people don't like something, you can change the product, right? If you have some problem, you can call a person in your house to fix the situation. This kind of thing it's uh, necessary to keep your job, to keep, right? And to receive more clients, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Brazil is a good place for people who want to start their own job.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think like the role of the entrepreneur is to solve problems basically. So and Brazil is full of problems. So I think as Alexandre said, there are many opportunities for us to do that. And let's see, Luis, do you agree with us? Do you think Brazil is a great place to have this business, to be an entrepreneur or not?
Sorry, you are
Yes.
talking with me?
Yeah.
Could you please repeat, please?
Sure. I asked, do you think Brazil is a great place to be an entrepreneur at, for example, to have this business, be an entrepreneur in general, or not? Other countries are better.
I do believe Brazil is full of opportunity, like Alexander said. We have a lot of opportunities to grow up in any kind of job. I mean, you can open up a store in, like you say, marketplace, and then if you do your job correctly and have so many issues, you need to be lucky too. I mean, it's not just your hard work, but if you hard work and had luck, you can blow up. You can blow up and be and gain a lot of money. So, but I do believe that Brazil has a lot of opportunities in several areas. I work with pet shop and I saw that there are so many opportunities in Brazil. Unfortunately, there are big shops that are, I mean, how can I say? There are big shops that are taking a place of small shops, shops in neighborhood. So, but even themselves, you can get some money with your store.
Mm-hmm. I see. And as you said, you are an entrepreneur. I'm gonna ask you the question number 5 and 6 together. So, do you have an entrepreneur who inspires you a lot? Like you have this as an inspiration, and if you follow them on social media?
As Alexandre said, I think that Silvio Santos was a great entrepreneur that started small and became one of the most richest person in the global media. So I think that he's a good entrepreneur. Also, I think Pablo Marçal it's a good uh, people that I like to follow to understand their way to think, their way to manifest the energy behind the entrepreneurship.
Nassim, I do have this kind of inspiration too, and it's really great to see them. So as you said, to follow them and to try to understand how they think. This is really interesting. And the ones that I remember right now is like Rick Chester. Let me see. There's this one. Um, I forgot his name. I'm going to remember. But he Gerardo Fufino too. This these two, and of course, Silvio Santos. The this one's more conhecido. And yeah, these ones are one of a few of the ones that I follow and that I really like to see. Just to be in contact with with the area with the entrepreneurship. I think that's great for me. And how's that for you, Alexandre? Do you have
I think
some people that inspires you?
Silvio Santos is the best ever example of a person who start selling baú da velocidade because first he was working for a man selling just carne, don't know, and then suddenly he bought this uh, a small company for a person and start to do in many different ways. Silvio Santos like he was a guy who create a lot of different ways to sell a lot of things. And then when he died, we saw that everyone, Globo TV, all people around the world was commenting Silvio Santos was the best entrepreneur person ever. I think Pablo Marçal could be a good entrepreneur, but when he involved with politics, he changed another side of his heart, and it came, and he can have some problem with because I guess to be a good person, a good entrepreneur, you don't need to challenge other people or like minimize other people. If you to be a good entrepreneur, to be a good person, you to be on yourself and right and try to a create a good relationship with everyone. That's why I disagree with Luis about about Pablo Marçal involved himself in politics. I guess it can cause. Imagine this boy being a president, Republic president. How can he treat the people? Because we have an example, right? Just now. we have an example about how Bolsonaro was treating people in the pandemic. It was like he lost the election about what it. So I guess people who uh, is doing job with other people, inspiring other people, providing other people, they need to be straight to the good, right? Every day showing his own face, not when you are challenged to do something different, you show another face, right? I disagree about. But it's my
That's it.
personal opinion, Luis. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say without any doubt, the whole experience that he has while he's as an entrepreneur, I'd say all the projects that he was in bring him some bagagem, and
Mm-hmm.
some people that already followed him. So it's related to this. It's not something okay, something someone randomly on the street that I'm going to put there. He kind of already has this contact with him, with the all of this process, and of course being able to do that, to participate. um of course each person has their own personal thoughts about this politics situation and all, but without mentioning that so much, just it's not related to this, but this talking about this entrepreneur area, it already brings him a bagagem, so it's not
Yeah.
questionable. It's a fact.
We
So
we
having this,
Brazil, we would like to have thousands of Pablo Marçal, right? Thousands of them of Pablo Marçal, because he's the guy who is has a chance to do everything. He, he have the knowledge to do, to be rich, and Brazil needs people who is like Pablo Marçal. But when it comes to politics, I think it's difficult,
yeah,
right?
this whole thing about politics is it's always always so complicated. But as we were saying, like we kind of already know about the others, so we don't really know how Pablo is going to would be going to do things. So it's a new sphere that we don't really know how that would be. So we cannot um, really judge about, oh, he will do that, because we can try to see it, but we don't actually know. We can see from the past what happened to the people that were there. So a complex world. But guys, like, let's move back to the theme. Let's skip number 7 because it's a huge one. Number 8, Luis. Do you believe that nowadays people are encouraged to set up their own business? How should they be more encouraged?
I do believe that people nowadays are more encouraged to set up our own business because it's difficult to find a job. So this make people think that they need to gain money. So it's important to them to entrepreneur because we don't have so much jobs on the market, so people uh, feel that they can entrepreneurship and like entrepreneur gain some money. I do believe that today is more easy. There are several companies that help people to entrepreneur, like Seabra, like others uh, people companies that can help people to entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I do believe that it's less difficult now than it was before, without any doubt. But I still think people should be more encouraged because, for example, I live in São Paulo, and the vision that I have here, just going on this, I don't know, somewhere, is always the bus with thousands of people there, with many people there, like stuffed, I don't know, with many people there going to work at 6, 7 a.m. and then going back home at 6 p.m. The all the traffic. So I see that this would be more encouraged by people who knows this. And of course, I do believe that there are these people that don't really want us to grow up. They just want us to people to be in a low level and not to question anything, not to ask anything, not to doubt anything, just accept what is done, what they say. But I do believe that we could be more encouraged, I'd say, especially with the young people, the children, because there, as we were saying, there are many possibilities to that. So let's encourage people to solve these problems, to be entrepreneur, to grow up in life more than what we do now, I think, you know. And what do you think about this one, Alexandre?
So we are in a new generation. We are in a new generation start just now about technology. We can say divisor de água. I don't know say until now and from now. All people who involve themselves in technology, they will have opportunity to create new jobs and be entrepreneur like Elon Musk is now, right? I think the future is about internet, is about AI, right? Uh, there's no, I think it's this kind of Banco do Brasil employee, Caixa Econômica employee, it will end this kind of job, right? I am retired from Banco do Brasil, but great, I'm great. But this time passed. Now you need to think about yourself and what you do for saving money in the future because there is no job enough for everyone. The population growth is higher and higher. So people who involve themselves in technology and create new things to, I think they will be good entrepreneur in the future.
Nothing. That's a really interesting question. And guys, I wish we had more time to talk more about this topic because it's a really complex one that we could be talking about it for hours and hours. But the time is almost up. We have 5 minutes. And of course, I want to ask you guys one more question that is not on the list. And the question is, what did you learn today? It can be about a new word, a new expression, or something, anything related to this business world, about entrepreneurship. So, Alexandre, go ahead. What did you learn today?
So I've never thought about being entrepreneur and discuss this subject. It's difficult to discuss, but it was good. Uh, Talking about that, can have share my opinion, my ideas about. It's open my mind to another kind of conversation. Uh, you say that you forgot the word proporcionar, and then I search here is provide. Beautiful word.
Provide.
I will put this word in my mind. Provides is beautiful. So I guess every class I am participating, I'm growing up a little.
Yeah, very nice. I just searched here too, and when I saw it, provide, that's the word.
Beautiful
But
word.
sometimes it happens, you just forget about the word and you try to remember. But then when you do that, it's like, okay, I'm fulfilled now. I'm better knowing this word. And how about you, Luis? What did you learn today?
I never used the entrepreneurship as a focus on my conversations. So it's something that it's a topic that is very interesting. I never Entrepreneurship is something that I never used it before. So that was my first time talking about entrepreneurship.
Very nice. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. That's always a pleasure meeting you here. And of course, I just sent the survey link on the chat. So if you guys can, please just leave a comment telling how the conversation was. It's really important for us to know, especially me, for me to know how the conversation is going, if you're liking, and of course, what I can do better to improve this conversation, and about different topics that you guys want to talk about in other opportunities. So thank you very much again, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you very much, and bye bye. See you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.